body corresponding with very specific imagery or energy holding form, energy holding form, directed, creates a very powerful union. Let me say that again. Having a feeling in the body corresponding or within union to that of imagery that you're specifically directing, that is energy, within the body at the same time creates a very powerful union. This is what I consider to be the missing ingredient for any technique that you do. My experience in the past with other techniques is this. It's limited. It requires time for me to be able to develop it before I begin to truly see consistent results. Because mostly, again, as I mentioned before, it can be very passive, or you can be in a position where you're being led by somebody else. You need to be in the driver's seat. You need to be the one who's creating it for it to have a connection on that level. These techniques cannot give way for somebody to guide you. You can't do that with these techniques. You can be trained how to do them, but you have to do them. And that's what the training is for, so that you can do them. Because they're only effective if you do them. May I also mention, you require a tone generator in order to do that. That means a keyboard, so that you can be in control while doing them, which is another factor. Okay, I just need to say that again, because that if someone thinks that they're going to be able to do these techniques without that, you're not going to. Just end of story. Okay, so I did a video on that. Go look at that one. It's the first one. You have any questions, let me know. I digress. Anyhow, the point being simply is this. Movement actuates. So when you're vibrating in the body, it's creating movement, which creates animation. It allows for what you're imagining to be animated, therefore you're able to feel it because your body is vibrating very specifically to a very specific tone for a very specific purpose. And my experience was from the very beginning with this is that I felt it. And not only did I feel this in the body, I could feel movement. I could direct that feeling within my body. I can direct the energy. I'm connected to it. And not only that, because we're wired a certain way when we actually plug into doing things in this manner, where sound and light are one, two equal opposite expressions of one another working together in symphony, all of a sudden things start to happen. Energy starts to move. As an example, within the tailbone, when you focus on energy there and you vibrate that tone within and feel it centered within your tailbone, all of a sudden the energy starts to move up. It starts to move into the sacral area, and then it starts to move into the solar plexus. That was my feeling for that. So that's dimension 1, 2, and 3 that is being actuated. Movement is occurring. And this wasn't based on me directing it. It just started to happen because we're wired a certain way. And when we engage things and put the two together in a cohesive way, and that's what this is, things begin to happen. And we don't have to wait a long time to start experiencing these things. We shouldn't have to wait a long time. Now, let me just say this. After a period of time, you're going to become better at this, and it can happen faster. And then because it has the opportunity or the techniques themselves to evolve, so can your imagination and your ability to expand that much more. Your conscious awareness expands that much more. You start to experience altered states of consciousness. Ultimately, what this allows for is activation of dormant DNA. Okay? Now, based on a limited amount of time I have for these videos, in order to post them on my website, I'm going to have to cut this short. There's a whole lot to be said about this, and I'm just going to have to do it in little snippets. So, at any rate, I encourage you to go to the Introduction to Sound Alike Techniques Manual 1, download that. If you can do that on your computer, I don't see a way to be able to do it on your phone, although I did set it up so that you can download it. I can't see how to do that on my phone. It just, certain things, it has been left out for some reason through the phone. Even though I set it up so that you could do it that way, when I went and checked out the phone, it wasn't really available. The PDF is there, however, I don't see a way to be able to download it, but you can download it through a laptop or desktop computer. Anyhow, do that first, and then go look at video 1, see what you need to do for as tone generator, how to go about obtaining that, because that's a requirement, and go through the other videos, if you would like. Just encouraging you to go ahead and proceed with this. That's why I'm posting it. It's the reason why I'm doing this and making it available, is because I know this is the missing ingredient. This, based on my experience with it, I had never received anything as quickly as I have with this. And this is very powerful. Again, feeling in the body corresponds with the imagery that you're directing, right? And it creates a very powerful union. This is the missing ingredient, being able to feel in the body while doing the techniques and directing the imagery or energy. All right, folks, thank you. We'll see you again.